A bill proposed by Senator Chuck Grassley in Congress placing new restrictions on the animal tranquilizer Xylazine is gaining momentum in Washington, D.C. Local 5's Connor O'Neill joins us now to share how this legislation could help save lives, not just in Iowa, but really nationwide, Connor.
Yeah, good evening, Stephanie. Senator Grassley's Combating Illicit Xylazine Act has gained momentum recently with U.S. representatives and senators on both sides of the aisle now co-sponsoring the bill.
It's to save human lives. That's why it's so important as a bottom line, very important bottom line.
Senator Chuck Grassley introduced legislation in 2023 aimed at slowing the increased mixture of fentanyl and the animal tranquilizer Xylazine that the Drug Enforcement Agency has seen. Why did you feel like that was the time to introduce this legislation out of any time that you could have done so?
Too many communities have felt the devastating effect of the nation's drug epidemic. Inaction on this subject is not an option.
Senator Grassley's bill has seen action recently, now with bipartisan support from over 100 co-sponsors in the House and Senate combined. This legislation would enable the DEA to monitor Xylazine manufacturing and reclassify criminal penalties for distribution and possession of the sedative. In 2022, the DEA found that 23% of fentanyl powder seized contained Xylazine, a dangerous mixture which causes depressed breathing, unconsciousness, and death. And since Xylazine isn't an opioid, its effects cannot be reversed.
I don't know how this happens, that humans have learned how to use it and mixing it with fentanyl.
Senator Grassley also said this legislation wouldn't interfere with the workflow of veterinarians and farmers who use Xylazine as a sedative. He also mentioned, above all, this bill aims to not only regulate Xylazine, but could help slow the overall increase of fentanyl trafficking in the United States.
From stopping the flow of illegal drugs to cracking down on cartel activity to securing our southern border, there are ways to address the crisis at hand.
The DEA has seized Xylazine and fentanyl mixtures in 48 of 50 states, and Senator Grassley's bill declares the illicit use of Xylazine as an emerging drug threat in the United States.